Well, welcome back. You know, we're always looking for ways to turn back the hands of time and age gracefully, as they say. Facial fillers can help. Our friends from the Institute of Anti-Aging are here to explain. And let's start with a little filler 101 with my friend Dana Laconi. Great to see you.
Thank you, Courtney.
Welcome back to studio. And I think a lot of people, this is great that you're starting with basically the knowledge of fillers, because I think people hear it and they're intrigued, but then they get nervous. So let's talk about just the basics, what we need to know about fillers. This is for loss of volume?
It's for loss of volume. It's natural. It's what your body's made up of. It's like a simple, sugar. Let me put some on the back of your hand so you can see what it feels like. It's extremely smooth. So when it goes in, it just gives a really nice smooth appearance. Like we can put it in the lips, under the eyes, the smile lines, the cheeks, even earlobes. Oh, in the back of the hands.
Well, I was going to say my hands. Oh my gosh, I'm super vascular. But this feels like a serum, almost like a jelly type serum.
Right.
And it's like drying on contact. But this is going to stay with us for quite some time. It has some longevity, right?
It does. Some of these products, some last a year and some last up to 2 years. So, and then a lot of people are afraid that, oh, one syringe is going to make them look abnormal, look too plumped up. So I'm just going to show you, I'm going to put this into a spoon, and this is just one syringe.
So one syringe would be what? For
like the lips.
One full syringe just in the lips.
Yes, and see, it's not that much. So
it really
is a light enhancement. Now, if someone wants more or needs more, they're extremely deflated, we could go into a second one, but we always start with one. We want that soft, nice look, so we set the foundation. And, if someone has really deep, smile lines, we can, we actually have different fillers, some that are thicker, like for the cheeks or the deep smile lines. But this one is our softest filler, and it looks beautiful on the lips.
And you know what I think is so great is that when we think about fillers, we typically think maybe under eye and lips first. And I want to bring up this photo we have of hands, because this is the newest thing that fillers are being used for. And let me tell you something, right? When we can tell our true test of age, it's either your neck or your hands. And this is an unbelievable before and after.
Yeah, it's great. That takes probably 2 syringes to get that look.
On one hand?
On one hand, yeah,
okay.
1 to 2.
And Dana, you hit on something as far as the difference in the type of filler. So it's also really great too that you guys are artists, and when you walk in, you can be confident to know that you're not going to be overfilled.
Right, that's correct. We put the foundation in, we let that settle for about 4 weeks, and if you want more at that point, we can come in and add a little and do a little tweaking.
Okay, good stuff. Okay, here's the thing. We've got this happening right now in our studio. We're going to toss it over to Derek and Dr. Richard Laconi, because they're having some live demos of filler right now. I'm a little jealous, Derek.
Oh, well, you should be, because a lot is happening over on this side of Studio B. So, Dr. Laconi, you are working on Terry here, doing the marionette lines, is that right?
That's what they call them, and they're little lines that form from the corner of the mouth that go down towards your jawbone.
Gotcha.
They give that deep set look, that we don't want, like a marionette, like the little puppets.
Oh, I see. So it's almost like the marionette look where the jaw is disconnected. That's what we don't want. Talk about how this process works, because you've been working very quickly just during the last couple minutes. Right. So Terry has a little early formation of a marionette line coming down here and a little bit of a deep loss of volume at the corner. That's basically because, we use our mouth and lips in conversation, in communication, and so this area gets broken down pretty quick. So what I've done, if you can see, I've done this area right here, and I'm trying to tip the corner of Terry's lip so it doesn't turn down, but just very slightly turns upward in a pleasing look. Gives you kind of a happy look so you don't look sad. Some people have this to an excessive degree, but we can work on them and get that turned back up. Very slight, easy does it.
And you can see this, and of course, I know we actually did Terry's lips just a couple of days ago.
Yeah, and I think we have a before and after photo. Look at that, folks. I mean, Terry, you're so beautiful. Not that you needed anything, but look at the difference there on the right side of your screen. Again, this happened just a couple days ago in the office, but the swelling doesn't appear to even be there. Terry, how are you feeling?
Feeling good.
Feeling?
Yes, I'm feeling really great.
And you look great as well.
Thank you.
Look at that. I know you have your head leaned back there, but look at that beautiful smile.
Oh,
very,
so sweet.
Very nice.
Thanks to these wonderful people who are helping me out a little bit here and there.
Well, you look great.
And our goal is just to restore people to their you know, what they had a few years back. You know, we don't try to make people look
right, like a different person.
Different, you know.
Let's move on to patient Jessica. Erin is working hard over here. And Dr. Laconi, maybe you can describe to us what's going on here.
Well, you know, just finished her side. There we go.
Okay, so, and you were just saying, Erin, you just finished this.
I just finished her right
side?
Yes.
Right,
okay.
so you can actually just take a look. You can see that it's deeper over here. This is smooth and natural looking.
These were the smile lines you were working on,
That's
correct?
Some people call them nasolabial folds, but we like to call them smile lines because that's really what causes them smiling. And so, you know, Erin injected this beautifully. It's very natural looking. You can see that the little linear depression here is almost completely gone.
What about recovery time?
And then I'll do this.
We use the atraumatic cannula on this process, which means that there's 90% of the time no recovery period at all. You can go out the very same day and go out.
That is amazing. Erin, go for it. Don't let us get in your way of working. Yeah. And again, what's great about these procedures, as Dr. Laconi was just saying, they take only a few minutes. With the fillers, you notice an immediate difference, right? And you can get back to business.
This is the fun, immediate gratification.
I know, right?
It's
and
what everyone
Botox
wants.
Takes a minute to sort of settle in, right? It could take a few days for first-timers.
Whereas this is instant. What you see is what you get.
Okay, Jessica, you look great. I know you can't say anything to me right now because your smile is being worked on. Okay, keep that serious look on your face. Let's move over to Nancy. Nancy, it's great to see you. I know her well. Working on Kelly, and this is an area where Dr. Laconi, a lot of people start seeing a little bit of, what do you call it, sinkage almost?
Well, of course, you know, as you lose volume, I use the kind of grape to a raisin, you know, that when a grape is such a
plump,
perfectly smooth, wonderfully smooth surface, looks so healthy, so vibrant. But when you take the water out of it, you take the volume out of it, it shrinks and the skin crinkles.
Yeah.
Well, that's kind of what happens to us.
So we want to stay just pleasantly plump for that youthful look.
You want to reinflate the cheek. And this demonstrates probably one of the most important features of dermal fillers and uses to reinflate the cheek, which then kind of perks the entire face up.
Okay, so cheeks and under eyes. Some people have used the term facial wasting almost, right? Where as you age, you get sort of that sunken look.
We lose our facial fat.
And that's just a natural process of aging.
Tired, weary, you know, sick even, you know, because you can see your eye sockets, you know, it begins that kind of not well look.
Thank you all so much.
That's the thing about fillers, right? I mean, it's instant gratification. You see the work and you see what they are able to do. Less is more.
Less is more, and I think my little Botox that I got before the show has finally settled down just a little bit. Again, if you'd like to make an appointment or to learn about the current specials, you can call 713-807-1000, or you can log on to their website, antiageinstitute.com. Dr. Richard Laconi, Dana, to all of our technicians and models, thank you so much for coming in. Y'all look great.
I know, thank you. Great to have you guys here. We'll be right back.